In a narrow lane where cobblestones remembered horse-drawn carts lived Arvind, a watchmaker whose hands had mended time for over 60 years. Now 82, he sat alone in his tiny shop, Time & Sons, though there were no sons left. His boy had moved to Canada decades ago. His wife, gone 10 winters past. The sign outside hung crooked, its paint peeling. Few came anymore. Digital clocks and smartphones had made his craft seem obsolete. Young people walked past, glancing in with curiosity as if peering into a museum. "Do you still fix watches?" one asked once. Arvind nodded. Time doesn't stop just because no one looks at it. But inside, doubt gnawed at him. Am I just a relic? Does my skill mean anything in a world that ticks faster than it listens? He kept working, polishing gears, oiling springs, breathing life back into grandfather clocks that hadn't chimed in decades. Not for money, but because stopping felt like surrender. One afternoon, a teenage girl entered, holding a broken pocket watch. "It was my grandfather's," she said softly. "He passed last week." "It stopped the day he did." Arvind took it gently. The casing was worn smooth by love. Inside, the mainspring was snapped, dust thick in the chamber. "I don't have money," she added quickly, "but I'll clean your shop, run errands, anything." He looked at her eyes, glistening not with tears, but with hope. Hope that something of her grandfather could live again. "Come back in 3 days," he said. "It'll be ready." That night, Arvind worked by lamplight, just as he had in his youth. His fingers ached, his eyes blurred, but his hands remembered every turn, every tension, every heartbeat of time. When the girl returned, he handed her the watch. She held her breath and then smiled as the soft tick-tick-tick filled the silence. "How?" she whispered. "Time doesn't forget," he said. "It just waits for someone to care enough to wind it again." She hugged him, unexpected, warm and real. Word spread. Soon people brought him heirloom clocks, broken music boxes, even an old typewriter that used to write love letters. Arvind repaired them all, not with modern tools, but with the patience only age could teach. A local school invited him to speak. "Tell them about craftsmanship," the teacher said. Arvind hesitated. "I'm just an old man with tired hands. You a keeper of slowness in a world that's forgotten how to pause," she replied. So he went, and he spoke not about gears, but about attention, about how fixing something isn't about speed, but about presence. "You listen to what's broken," he told the students, "then you give it your full heart." One boy asked, "Why do you still do it, sir?" "No one needs you to." Arvind smiled. "Maybe not, but someone wants me to, and that's enough." Years later, after Arvind passed peacefully in his sleep watch in hand, ticking to the nth town, renamed the Lane Timekeeper Lane. His shop became a small museum of clocks, each one labeled with a story behind its repair. In the center, under glass, rests the girl's pocket watch, still ticking. Next to it, a quote etched in brass, "A life well lived is never outdated. It keeps time for those who remember to listen." Your worth isn't measured by how fast you move, but by how deeply you've lived. The world may race ahead, but your patience, your craftsmanship, your quiet presence, they aren't obsolete, they're rare. And someone, somewhere, is waiting for exactly what only you can give. So don't retire your hands. Don't silence your stories. You're not fading. You're the steady tick in a world that's forgotten how to be still. Thanks for watching.